Good morning. Wow, what is going on here on my end? Technical difficulty. Yeah, I guess a little bit of technical difficulties. How you guys doing? Good morning. Good morning. Trying to clear that morning voice off. Yeah, if you guys are just joining in, welcome. This is Cards and Coffee. I am Cosmic Boogeyman. You may have seen me. Who knows? You may have just been hopping in. If either way, you get a reading. I'm looking for the deep questions first. General questions I'll just kind of pick and pull from as I get going here. But do yourselves a favor. Use !join and type in that question. Join in. I'll be back tomorrow night for Members Only Monday. If you're a member, please come back. Please come back and hang out with us. It's a closed chat, closed queue, but you can watch. It is a public video. But you're more than welcome to. On Wednesday, I'll be back again for what I call basically Wavelength Wednesdays. It's a new subscriber event. Let's reconnect to those new energies that are on the channel. So I typically just read mostly the new subs on Wednesdays. Here's where I read everybody. Here's where it's kind of like everybody's in the same pool. You get a chance for a free reading. Jump in Sundays. I'm usually on Sunday morning. Sam's up first, just getting the cards going. And get a little check-in going myself. But welcome. I see Brent Dusk is in here. Sanchez here. I saw who else we get? Anna Chaban. Nisha, how are you? There you go. Nisha, good job. All right. Cindy's here. A bunch of you guys jumped in. So yeah, hang out here for a few hours. I'm gonna be on for a little bit. Gonna be hanging out this morning, trying to view a little bit of spiritual knowledge. You know, big theme of my own existence is this is from a long time. Is we're not here to really learn. We call them life lessons, but we're here to remember. We're put here because we wrote our script. We wrote our life script. We committed to it. We put the players in place. Your best friends, your parents, everyone was pre-assigned before you got here, and now you're acting it out. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds out, but you'll see. When I pull the cards, you'll see. What happens is, as much as you believe in your own loved ones who have passed, and you know they still exist in your heart of hearts, or the angels that come in, or those weird synchronicities, those signs, those deja vus, those moments of clarity, that resonance, that heart chakra lighting up, that is where we get into this kind of connection. That's where we're heading to with all of this. All right, let's move in. Let's get in. Let's dive in. Samuel Lopez, you are now up. How are you, Sam? You in here? Hang out, yeah. Whoa. I got a jumper card, yeah. As soon as you said I'm good, my cards are jumping. Look at that. No judgment here. What do we got going on here? It's a judgment situation. Ex-girlfriend, asking about ex-girlfriend, work things out with them. Why is she being so distant? It's a no judgment situation. It's a take your time, take your space. You know, you can't rush anybody. You can't rush a soul. One of the things I talk about all the time is if you guys are not in alignment and you're not in that place of agreement, don't push it. Don't rush it. Don't force it. You can never force a relationship. Think about if I'm trying to think of someone like I guarantee will hit everyone in the heart chakra here. All right, think about like either your aunts. I'm talking about your older, right? Older aunt, older uncle, anybody like an older family member, and they have we'll say best friend, and they're approaching you. It's like it's their best friend trying to date you. And there's a huge discrepancy here. Clearly, you're like, wait a minute, what? Like, there's a lot that just immediately just doesn't vibe. Your chakras start feeling all off alignment. That, you wouldn't push that. If they started pushing that, it would become a problem. It would. It would be very creepy. But we're not saying that stuff has never happened. That's a lie right there. Has that stuff ever happened? Of course it's happened. If people truly fall in love, of course. Have they really fallen in love and had children together? Of course. Are they still happily married? Of course. Do they fight every day? Of course. You know, but that's the thing is, we're part of that growth process. They're two souls that are destined and aligned to be together. When you're forcing your relationship with somebody else just because your logic and your mindset's on something, that's really hard. And that's what this reverse judgment's telling us, is like, we got to get out of that mindset. We put like too many barriers, too many restrictions. Well, I did this, this, and this, so you should be doing this, this, and this. They do that, I do this. No, it's not exactly a chess game. It's like a 5D or 7D chess game. Just because you move a pawn here means in 5 moves you move a knight. But you don't know you're moving the knight. You just know the pawn is setting you up to move the knight. The universe says this is Aquarian energy, clear intentional energy, with forethought. Could be a second person on your energy too. Let's be honest. You might be already be kind of interested in a second person. There might be a second person. There's a third party that's playing a part here. That much I can tell you. I don't know if you're Aquarius or if there's Aquarius energy in your chart, or if it's Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but there's definitely the air energy playing a very strong sign here. This is Akashic energy. This tells me right away that we're getting into that hermit energy, that deep energy, that concerning energy. We're looking deeper into whatever this is. Why did I get into the relationship? Why? And you're always sitting there asking yourself, why? And then the reality is, this is a great card. This is an amazing card. This is a look at having the Akashic Hall of Records at your fingertips right now here. This is probably this reading, to be very fair to you. You have an angel in your reading. You have the Akashic Hall of Records energy popping up. You also have this deep lantern. You're looking deeper. You flip the lantern upside down. You're trying to go deep into this, whatever this is. You want to know what's causing this. I get you. News incoming. Dynamic news, the devil in the details kind of thing. We're getting into that Capricorn earth sign energy. But we're getting into that Taurus energy too. This is life lessons. Don't overlook things because you don't agree with them or you don't like the outcome. You can't just say, well, I did this, but don't worry about that. Let me tell you about the good stuff only. What do you think? You know what I'm saying? The cards see through everything. So sometimes we have to really put more stock into stuff we did and less into what we want to have happen. Realize that the here and now, living in the now, is important. How are you doing? What are you doing now? What are you doing with the situation? Think about this, Samuel. Think about this. Question was, does my ex-girlfriend want to work things out with me? Clear intentional. It looks like a yes. Looks like a clear yes. How do we get through that? It's by setting the tone, setting the intention. We're not talking about ex-girlfriend. We're talking about a life partner. There is a divine connection here. This could be even redirecting you to a new partner. Have you ever considered meeting someone? And I hate using the word better because it's not really better, but better for you, more aligned with you, where you're not feeling questioned, you're not wondering. Why is she being so distant? There's definitely a disconnect here. This is a divine. I have one of these. This is telling me if there's a connection or a disconnect. There might be something. This could go 50-50. No lie, no joke. Because we're talking about strength, we're talking about harmony. They're both in alignment. The news is coming in. We're getting a deliverance of news. Look at this. Millions to one. You're illuminating this divine communication. This communication, this would be her. This is what I'm going to get. Two of Cups energy. Could be, not necessarily, but we're getting back. We're moving more towards that water energy that I'm feeling, that communicative energy, the Chariot energy, right? The Cancer energy. Queen of Cups energy. Not quite Queen there, but we're moving. Here it is again. Same thing. Confirmation. Base root. Akashic Hall. Confirming, reaffirming. That I like. This right here is this 2, 3, 4s of Cups are Cancer energy, Chariot energy, June, July energy. That's the strength. You can either let things just happen or you can force things. There's really two ways about it. Either way, you're going to end up in the back same result. It's going to be analyzing what happened to break you guys up or to stop you from talking. Let's be honest. What caused it? There's a weakness, there's a vulnerability. Maybe one of you, if not both of you, are not being vulnerable. Angelic vulnerability is coming in, being forced. Let's break that heart of yours. Let's break the heart of theirs. One of the two of you has a very broken heart. It's very, very sad. And the other one is looking kind of heal, and one's looking to kind of move on. But this is a really delicate situation. Like someone, you're not taking each other seriously. I'm sorry. That's what I'm seeing here. Look, see? I can see it very clearly. You guys, whatever's happening here, it's not being taken seriously. And it's not necessarily because of you, but because the 8 here is in the cornerstone. We have this Akashic in here, in this cornerstone. We have an angel in this cornerstone, and we have the Akashic 3 of Cups celebration friends. You have to be around things and friends that make you feel better. This is not making you feel better, Sam. This is not making you feel better. There's someone due to come in here. They haven't come in yet. I honestly feel as though the moment you decide to move on, this happens. Look at, you can see how these 2 cards are upright, reversed. So we go down here, it's reversed, upright, reversed, upright. So what I see, and the way I see this, is vulnerability is your key to this whole situation. Letting yourself cry, letting yourself be. And I'm not talking about being weak. I'm not letting yourself feel. Right now, does the girlfriend want to work things out with you? Obviously not. They're not talking to you, not texting you, not letting you know, not letting you feel how you want to feel. That's okay. Is there a long-term soul connection? Are you really questioning that? Of course you are. That's absolutely true. That's the 2 of Cups. That's a black 2 of Cups. That's divine communication. Why is she being so distant? That's why she's being so distant. At the heart chakra, this right here, this is a very powerful communication. One of the 2 of you has to finish what you started. And that's what I clearly keep getting. And it comes down to Akashic energy. It comes down to that Akashic Hall of Records. Let's keep pulling here. Yeah, see, there's the fight. 5 of Swords, Aquarius energy. This could have went down in Aquarius season. Maybe even around Valentine's Day or after Valentine's Day. Take the blinders off. Let's line up all the information. Let's sit, you and I, Sam. Let's just sit. Let's line up the information. Does she text? No. Does she call? No. You know what I'm saying? Does she post on social media to you? No. We're really getting less and less of, we're establishing more of a fighting connection. Less, we're not hiding anything. The blindfold's coming off and you're going, this is really like we broke up. Like we broke up. It's not X in that respect, because we broke up. Do they want to get back together with you? It's a strong possibility. Yes. Look, there's marriage here. See, I know what I feel. I know what I see, and I know what I'm attaching to. They definitely want you. They want you long term, but something happened that really caused them to get spooked, or somebody gets scared and ran. Let's be fair. Can you fix this? No, you can't. You can never fix another soul. They have to go through their own awakening. They have to go through their own visualization of whatever this is. Just because you see it clearly is great. That's awesome. But you're just bringing more pain to the problem by being more you. You ever dated someone and they were just more nice after you're trying to figure out what you want to do, and they're trying to convince you, and it's like, don't convince. The relationship shouldn't need to convince. You shouldn't have to sell yourself. You're not a car salesman. You're not trying to, sell resell a Birkin handbag. It's not like you're like, hey, you're not trying to upsell anything. Devil in the details. Remember how I said devil in the details? We pulled out the 2 of Cups. Oh no, it was this. That's right. They reminded me. No, it was because it was this. It was that. There's a devil in the details. Look at the details. Take a moment. You're chained to them by a soul contract. That is unchanged. That is unchanged. But this is a soul contract of higher proportions. Does this mean they're going to come back to you? No. Doesn't mean that. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care. All these tarot readers out there will just, I'm just going to be honest with you. No. Like, no fighting. Is there a possibility of marriage? 25% chance. 25% chance of getting back together with them long-term marriage. Yeah. That's where you're at. If you want an odds, 25% chance. But there's somebody working on themselves. I don't know if this is the water sign. I don't know if this is their sign. I'm off chat right now. Let me go back to the crown chakra. There's the water sign. There's Cancer energy. Queen of Cups. June, July. If you're looking for that, my guides are yelling at you. And they're screaming. Cancer energy. Chariot energy. Chariot energy is not really showing, though. So I'm getting more of that Cancer, June, July. So 2, 3, 4s of Cups. We're getting that very strongly. You're following strength. You're holding on. What's here? Dark Horse candidate. Somebody comes in. Knight of Pentacles. So what I'm getting here is this Knight of Pentacles. This comes in with this belief that we're getting into something deeper, something more divine. So what I usually would do is I'll pull it like this as a connector card. What it does is it connects that first card to the 5th card. It connects your emotions to your heart chakra. But but I want to see what the fighting is. The fighting is being caused. It's going to bring in a Dark Horse candidate. This could be a past person. This could be even that Earth sign, if they're an Earth sign. There it is, water energy. There's the water energy. So we have Earth and water. Things are muddy right now. Study or school. What do you want to do? Focus on one of the two, because this situation you cannot change. Marriage situation. This is about them taking action on the situation. Look at 2 aces. Which one's better? The Ace of Swords or the Ace of Pentacles? Ace of Pentacles being the Earth energy, right? Ace of Swords being the intelligence, the knowledge. You want to give them up in the here and now just to know something? See, this increases. This highly increases. Going forward, you just back away. You don't push. Don't do anything. Can you check in? Can you still be that wonderful friend that you were in the very, very beginning? Before anything became super close or intimate? Yeah. When you first started talking, yes. I'm just checking in on you, making sure you're doing okay. No need to respond. Thinking of you. Done. Very powerful, very meaningful, and also not pushing. That's the difference here. If you really want to care about them, you really want to care what's going on with them, that's what you would do. You would ask them, see? Just getting over heartbreak. That's the goal here for both of you. This is a life lesson. This is the universe testing you and them. Every relationship goes through this. I'm going to tell you guys, hell or high water, doesn't matter who you with, you start fighting with your partner. This isn't the one. That's not what happens. That's not what happens. The partners you can fight with and regain traction and have clarity and communication, that becomes your long term. That becomes your husband. You don't want to date someone for 3 weeks and go, wow, married. We got married. Okay. Well, you're the one who has to live together. Congratulations. I'm happy you're married, but you have to now live together for the rest of your lives. Those people who like keep showing off their rings and doing all this, it's like that's not what this is about. This is about you making a partnership, a commitment to another soul. Your life lessons are now intertwined. Not just for now, for eternity. That's what that really comes down to. That's what that pact is. Knowledge delivered. They want us to give you one final knowledge here. This is a wish granted. Ask yourself what little birdie's telling you is true. Wish granted. That's what you got. Put down the burdens. Stop fighting. Put down the burdens. Like stop stressing over this. It is what it is, and it's real. Is it spiritual? Absolutely. Is it highly spiritual? It's on a 9 out of 10. It's like a 9 for me. There's a reason I was guided to pick you first on Cards and Coffee. I hope you guys are enjoying the readings. If you are, please let me know. If you guys are looking for a more personal, in-depth reading, hit me up at cosmicboogeyman.com. Be sure to do me a huge favor. If you're liking this content, you're liking all the content, hit me up on all these social media. So go to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and just go around and take a look at what I got. See, mid-deck pull. That's my checkout card. Whenever you guys see me do this, that's me just verifying. We good? It's like, oh, we're good. That's the here and now. That's that Akashic energy. That's just like going into that like, that's you cashing in on the Akashic energy, pulling it back out into the ether, the 5D, the 7D, the 9D, and bringing it in through your soul into the 3D here. You yourself are a conduit. King of Cups energy. Be the better half. Be the supportive half. Think about them going through something really trying, and you're being tested, not just by them, by their subconscious, by the universe. Because when they wake up happens, they go, what would happen if in the future I have a major loss? Are they going to freak out? Are they going to get mad at me? Or are they going to sit there and be very, what's the word I want to use? Supportive, right? Reliable. And when they come in, they're going to give you that help of understanding the independence. That responsibility is on both of you. Partnership. 50-50. Your intellectual prowess is part of like the game that you play, because that's where you get the affection from. You miss the closeness. I get that. I understand that. All right. Thank you guys for taking time for tuning in here. We have and swimming up next, universe guidance on getting love back and removing blockages. So what I'll do is I'll just take these cards, I'll start to shuffle them in, and then I'll start to bury them. All right. And then Nisha is asking, I'm confused. I want to know if A is a real romantic, if has real romantic feelings for me, or he's just in his head about me. No contact. I'm a Virgo. He's a Pisces. Oh my Lord. You're a Virgo and they're a Pisces? Lordy, 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 Nisha. You are so in your head. Like, this is crazy. You're hermit energy right there. That's what it is. You're the one, you're the deep thinker. You're the Knight of Pentacles. You're the hermit. You're the Virgo. That's what comes in here. All right, Ants Human, let's read for you, though. Let's get the universe guidance on getting your love back, removing the blockages. How's everyone doing? If you guys are making your day better by being here, then let me know. Hit us up. Let Brenduska know. Let Deja Vu know. So, one of the things I've been doing, I've been switching and kind of working on the channel a little bit more and more and more, making that transition. So you guys will get to see me more and more and more, especially over the summer. Just about a month and a half, and then you get a lot more cosmic. A lot more cosmic. All right. But that's what it is. Like I say, we're not here. As we're going into this universe deep dive and the guidance, that's what this is. The guides are coming in. Because the universal guidance is that love. It is. That universal guidance is love. You feel good. You feel right. It feels perfect. It fits just right. And there's sometimes we have a little bit of it fits perfectly, and I'll force the rest. But the blockages, this is why I think this is a great question. And Suman, that's a great question. Removing blockages, not always an easy thing for a lot of people, right? Because those people, and this is what I've been saying, and I'm part of this, but we always get into this mindset, we're life lessons. And these Hierophant cards are more than just a life lesson. It's more than you're just learning something and moving on. No, it's not linear. It's more like a spiral access to your timeline into like this Akashic field. But what you're really doing is you're learning everything about yourself to remember. You're growing. The universe is moving not just through you, through them, and those around you. And it feels like you're being tested constantly, but life is not really a test. It's a design. It really is. You're the architect. Think about it. You put yourself in certain situations so you become the best version of yourself. Right now, ask yourself, am I proud of me? And if the answer is no, then it put you in this place to build up to get to that place of yes. I know it sounds really rough, but your higher self, the divine architect, is the one who gives you that guidance. So let's keep moving forward here, because I want to dig into this universal guidance message on what love really has to do with it and remove these blockages. There we go. Emotions and love. Right? Peanut butter and chocolate. That's what it is. The sun energy comes out. Look at the vulnerability. Look at the inner child. Really happy. Perfect. Great. Awesome. Universal guidance is follow the sun. Follow what makes you happy. Follow what makes you feel good. You know that when you close your eyes and you're out in the sun and you're cold all day, you're in an ice cold facility or whatever, and then you step into the sun. Have you ever done that? Like you've been in like an air conditioned location or an air conditioned vehicle, and it was too cold. Unfortunately, it was too cold. And then you get out in mid-July, you pull over, whatever it is, whatever your hot summer month is, and you pull over it, and boom, look up, the sun, and you feel it. It feels like it starts melting you, like it's thawing you out. That's the banner of victory. That's the banner of success, right? The sun card is an amazing card. It's the sun, period. I want to point this out. It's the sun, period. It all starts and ends with the sun. Think about your mood when it's raining. Think about all those things. It starts with the sun. Getting more energy, getting more time in the sun is probably a really good way to remove those blockages, and that's a good indicator. You can see the banner here, it's blocking this, it's blocking the growth. That's a big possibility. Look at this. Sweat up the deck, shifted the deck. Still getting the Hermit energy. You know what the Hermit energy is telling us? That's Virgo energy. This Virgo energy that's coming in, that is a strong possibility that we're learning. We're getting into that Hermit energy. When I put it in this respect, when I put it in this reversal, in this perspective position, that's logic. That's you basically taking Akashic energy, bringing it into the 3D, and directly downloading universal guidance. You're tapped into something higher than most others are. Be very fair to you. It's good. It's great. I'm glad you have it. But Curiosity Kid then just leaves some more questions. You ask one question, you get 10. Right? And then you answer those 10. And you stay focused, not easy. And then you go back and answer the second question that you had open for the first 10. And now you're like, okay, now I have another 10. And it spirals. Is there a wrong choice? No. Is there a wrong path? No. Are you learning? Yes. Are you curious? Yes. Is your higher self trying to teach you something to get to that better version of who you want to be? Yes. Are you living in the now? Absolutely. The blockages are all about learning and figuring out why you got there and how you got there and what put you into that mindset of I can't or I won't. What we're also looking for is we're looking for that spark that got you there. That's that fire. That's that breathing room, right? That's the thing you're looking for because you feel like you're condensed and you don't have that moment of movement. But that's only pain. That's only a little bit of that pain. That's physical pain versus spiritual pain. That gravity pulls you towards the soul and its presence and what it's meant to do. That's what the lantern's illuminating. It's our first steps forward. Here we go. Choice of choices. And this could be sometimes called too many choices, but when you have an angelic touch on it and it's in the emotions, there's a choice of choices coming in. This could be for you, or it could be absolutely you. This is your soul here. That the soul only shows up once in these cards, and it's this. That's the soul. You notice how there's no face, there's no body that has any distinguishing marks saying, oh, that's a male, that's a female, that's, and it's nondescript. That darkness that lives in there, that's the thing, because we don't necessarily give light to our souls. We don't give power to our souls. We give power to the outside. Oh, nice new vehicle. That's amazing. That makes me proud of you. But what about your soul inside? Light it up. You have choices. Your soul's guiding you to the choices. You have so many choices. And when you have the inner guidance and you have it lit up, it actually guides you to the choice. You've learned this over past lifetimes, many lifetimes, actually. You're bringing in, I'm going to probably say, a total of 7 major life lessons into this life, just so you're aware. And that's why we chose this body. That's why you chose this operation that you're in. This is this time, this place. And for whatever reason, you're the alchemy. You chose this to come in here. But this path is leading us into the first choice. You're just dealing with these life lessons one at a time. Most of us don't want to come back. Most of us were like, okay, I'm done. And then you're like, oh, but you missed that life lesson. Remember when you were 15 and you did this, and that? You have to own whatever it is. You have to have the accountability. That's the big key here. That's the thing we miss. A lot of people miss. Oh, that wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't do that. How many times have you heard that? Because nothing's random. Everything, even the chaos, seems like it's been encoded into our DNA, into our reality. Here's the study or love. You have a choice to go forward. And you really can pick either. It doesn't matter because you have the option. You're getting into the head or the mind of another. You're getting into the head or the mind of the universe. Your understanding of the universe is trying to get into your mind and let you know that you're not separate. You haven't separated from the stars in millions of millennia. Your echo is here. It's echoing and it's walking and it's creating, it's building, and whatever that is, this could be higher self just bringing down some symbolism, letting you know that we're getting into these patterns, these frequencies, and you're watching for them. Now, that's how you remove those blockages. Underneath it all, the emotions. Look at this. This is the biggest card, the hardest card for a lot of people, is getting that infinite income, right? A paycheck that never stops coming. Be honest. Ask yourselves. Hit me up in comments. Hit me up, thumbs up if you understand what I'm saying. Don't be afraid to make some noise for the universe, saying, "Yeah, I hear this," because this right here, this yellow card, and this is the infinite money glitch for your own self, for you. This is you. This is saying, "Hey, I figured it out. I figured out how to trust the universe." Are you in alignment yet? No, not yet. Not yet. You're starting to get there. You're starting to trust the universe. You're starting to allow the universe to make its choices. The universe is like an amazing co-pilot, amazing navigator. But it comes with a whole crew, and that's the thing. And you have to navigate your life and navigate it properly. And sometimes you're pushed into doing sometimes you're pulled into doing something. Those energies are real, but we don't talk about it. So the universe wants you to know that your heart is essentially the compass to this whole situation. It's tuned to what I would consider infinite direction, right? So that's what this is giving us. This is that if you want money, you can have it forever. Every single one of you hearing this, money is not something you can't just acquire. People go, "Oh, I'm poor and I can't." Yes, because you just said, "I am poor." And even I don't like saying it out loud. But to make a statement, it's like you're better off saying, "I am wealthy," and raising your vibration into the wealth. Because most people sit there in the lack mindset. It's coming. It's coming. I don't have it. It's coming. And that's what people do. And the reality is, once you shift yourself into the mindset of "I have it, it's here, I already exist," then it happens. Then reality shifts. The tangible becomes real. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and sip some champagne instead of sipping your glass of whatever it is and toast to yourself in your eyes. Celebrate the moment you did that. This isn't for a bunch of people celebrating you. You're celebrating you. You're proud of you. You don't need anyone else. That's what the universe says. That's the blockages. This is a lightning rod. This is a Akashic energy lightning rod. So what it's telling us that the root chakra, if we could spark anything and give you basically a moment of clarity, it's that the love is not an emotion. It's a force. It bends galaxies. It binds souls together. It changes the universe in a way that we cannot explain. No one could say, oh, love. No one says love is not real. Nobody ever says it. Every single human who's adjusted and an adult and really feeling will understand love is real. Love is an absolute real feeling, and it can be captured in a bottle for just a brief moment. But that darkness comes along with that love. You need that duality, and that's what the universe is saying. There's those tests. There's those blockages. It's dealing with those dark energies. There is the angel. Here's the angel. There's the judgment, right? Underneath it all, you're going to get judged at the end of the day. As I was saying earlier, it's like a significant age gap in a relationship. Do you want to be judged, or you just want to enjoy life because that's the contract you brought in with your first breath? Because you agreed to become again in this lifetime. So people get into these lifetimes or get into these contracts where they find themselves in really weird situations, like dating and connecting, or dating someone they would never expect to date. You know what I'm saying? Falling in love with the boss, or weird things like that. But there's these weird things, like imagine that age gap, like a 20-year age gap, falling in love with your boss, and it's kind of like on top of that, there's the age gap. Plus, if there's family, then they start to judge and put labels on. But do you really want that to be your blockage? No, that's not your blockage. Your blockage is how you get together, how you overcome. It's soul's presence that's making itself very known. Angelic energy touching strongly. The moment you felt the sun on your face, the moment you felt this, you know how to remove the blockages. It's just by living happily. That does not make me feel good. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. I don't agree with that. And this is not being stubborn or immature. This is more like understanding on an emotionally mature level and a spiritually mature level, that you understand what this all means to you. And there's a spirituality card. There's the moon card. This is the moon card. This is Pisces energy. There's some Gemini air sign energy. This is Scorpio energy at the chart, at the heart center here. This is what we have, Sag energy here. This could be Leo, but this is really the universe. When I look at this as the universe talking. Talking in code to you, giving you a heads up. This is what's going down. Dark Horse Candidate. This is the Virgo energy. Again, we're getting a lot of Virgo energy right in the center line here, which is great energy. A lot of energy, what we need. It's a deep thinking energy. A lot of us kind of going through thoughts. Death. Right there, rebirth, Scorpio. Following the same line, right? Center line energy, and there's that Gemini lovers energy. So love is coming in. Love's going to be part of this process, but you have to follow through the darkness to get to the bright days, the higher vibrations, the better frequencies. There it is. This is the card of cards, right? This is the Akashic energy. What if I told you, and I'm giving you permission to accept this? If you're hearing this, this is your sign. This is your synchronicity. This is your moment saying, look it, we have this. This is your strength. You have access to unlimited wealth. And the people who say, oh, great, but I don't think so. Those are the people, like they're literally, they plug their ATM card in. They're about to check the balance to go, I don't think I have anything, and pull the card back out. It's that. It's the people who type in their password to their universal savings bank account of I would say even of the cosmic web, and they tap into all of this and they say, what do I have? And you've learned all of these life lessons. You didn't get here by knowing nothing. Lightning rod, the wise investor, right here. Look at angelic energy, short throw. 1, 2, 3 angels in your midst. Clear intentional thoughts. Clear intentional thoughts. What is it you want? What is it you need? What is it you desire? What is it you really want? What is it you absolutely are calling in? Is it the soft skin of the next person, or is it the desire to be connected on a deep soul level, that the moment you kiss, your souls are hugging, like that kind of energy, like you're connecting on a level that's so deep it can stop time. Here's the death card again. We're basically getting to this kind of repeating pattern, which is telling us we got the answer. We got the answer we want. Let's split the deck here, get a check out. Yeah. Stop. This is angelic energy. You're basically, you can do anything you want to stop those blockages. You just sometimes fare the wrong choice. That's the ultimate answer here. But it's that ultimate answer. Can you be rich? Can you be wealthy? The answer is yes or no. If you answer yes, then you're on the path to wealth. You say no, I don't think, you're never going to be wealthy. You will never, ever, ever be wealthy. There is zero chance of wealth. Even if someone hands you a lottery ticket that hits 100,000 tomorrow, that's still not wealth, because you'll spend it on, things. Where does wealth come from? Where does that come from? It's that mindset. And it's not just about wealth. It's about love too, right? Will I ever fall in love? Yes or no? Will I ever be married? Yes or no? It's your literal belief in that sets the tone. This is the patriarchal energy giving us the heads up, saying, look, you set the tone. If you honestly go into a relationship saying, I will never be married, what happens to you and the partner? You want to get married? I want to, but I don't think I will. It's like the thing you don't say, that other half of the statement. So that's the blockages we have to really be careful of. We have to be really mindful. All right, Ann Suman, thank you very much. Nisha, you're up next. Question was, I'm confused. I want to know if A has real romantic feelings for me, or if he's in his head about me with no contact. I'm a Virgo. He's Pisces. And he probably is in his head. I'll be very honest. Knowing a Pisces very well, I'm going to tell you probably. And then Ari's up second here with Ari, the beautiful Aries princess. Should I go to community college in my state for fall and then to another community college for spring? There's a whole lot of question here. So you're looking to go to community college in one place and then move in the fall for next year, but in another state? The answer would be yes. Like, I can tell you the answer is already yes. Why would you quit college? What you're asking about putting off college is what I think. Why would you put it off? You're just going to classes. I love that you're putting yourself in an uncomfortable place. But you're not going to get an excuse. I can tell you, the guides will show you right here. All right. No, but we have to. Oh, yeah. See, I was going to say, but Ari, Nisha's first. I'm really chomping at the bit for that question. I can already see the cards laying out. That's so. This is the thing I was explaining to people yesterday too. I said, hey, I read. Like, I don't need this. I don't need this. I have a pendulum that I use. I don't use any of that. Like, I can kind of go beyond that if I really tune myself into that energy. But Nisha, this is for you. You say, I'm confused. I want to know if A has real romantic feelings. We're talking about a Virgo versus Pisces. There's your Virgo right there. Come flying in. I think you said you were the Virgo. Whoa, look at this Justice card. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. There's Akashic energy. It's about taking action, really. Justice energy. I think it's really about you maybe reaching back out, or you looking deeper into the situation. This is the sword. You know everything you know. There's nothing hidden here. There is nothing hidden. That tells me there's no other people, no other partners. They're always on your mind. They live rent free. We have that. Look at work study situation. Is this a coworker? Maybe. Is this someone you are working with or going to school with? Possibly. There's a lot of gray area here. That's what makes this a little difficult. Air sign energy comes in. That could be Libra. That could be Justice. That could be Lady Justice playing a hand here. Definitely blockages. Angelic blockages. This is an angelic emotional blockage right here. So you're not confused. You're blocked by an angel. Straight out. Like, straight out. This is the beginning of a new version of you, a new version of who you are, making you pause. It's like taking you off that path for a moment, for a brief moment. You have to recognize who you really are, where you come from, what your soul desires, what it's demanding. Because what I'm seeing here is this lesson is not a punishment. It's precision. It's aimed at awakening and timing it, because that's Emperor, Empress energy. That's 2 of Wands. That's basically, this is one of the cards that's really triggered me. That's 3-2-1. That's Aries season. That's the beginning of Aries season. March 21st. This right here is angelic March 21st. This might be in part of that. You've been beginning the work in March 21st. The distance is not, you're not wrong on the distance. There's that 2 of Pentacles, devil in the details. Capricorn energy. December. Christmas time. That holiday. Right around like December 22nd to the 30th. Right up to the New Year's. Here's the Queen of Wands energy. This could be Leo. This could be Aries. Could be a little bit of Capricorn, but it's past life, so it has Akashic energy, meaning it has a past life lesson that's really, really deep. This is the angel saying, look deeper into this. This past life situation that you're going through with this partner is real. This Pisces is bringing out things in you that you didn't expect. That's a possibility. It's a strong possibility. They're unlocking the deep resonance of unlimited power, potential, wealth. Divine partnership is a very, very strong possibility here because you both want to be knowledge seekers. You both want to know everything. Queen of Wands here, if this is real, but it could be your friend or their friend, or it could be a secondary friend. It looks like two females and a male, but it looks like two females maybe in allies. They're working in alliance. Past life energy plays a part here with the King of Swords, the air sign energy. Could be Gemini, could be Libra, but we're going to keep going. Look at this. Wish granted from the Akashic energy. This is a time-sensitive wish. Like this was basically on time lock. So whatever's going down now is actually happening on purpose to you. It was put into a place as a precision-aimed awakening. Like it's boom, it hit. You can see strategic. The swords are right here, very strategic. You're unlocking. It's for Empress Emperor energy. If we come back 10 years from this moment in the future and you look back, you go, wow, I can't believe that happened. It's going to be very, very powerful because not most people have pentacles in their chart, but you have pentacles everywhere in the here and now. It shows me you have money in the bank, you have the ability to make money, or you're growing money. This right here tells me the ability is being unlocked in you. Because you're realizing very quickly, you're not here to survive, you're here to expand, and you're like trying to like survive by being with other people or be with these connections. That's the difference. This Pisces is teaching you by this distance, by this disconnect, by whatever this is, because you have no cups here. They are like off the reservation. Are they here? They're just in the distance. You can see here, they're very much here. There's the water energy, but they're definitely not showing themselves. There's the Pisces. Literally, the Pisces card shows up with the sword. Is you know everything you know about the Pisces. Are they in alignment with your future? That's what we're trying to determine. It says here, it looks like we're getting out of the blockages. I don't know. I think we're getting into the unknown, the uncomfortable parts of this relationship, the parts where we have to dig deeper, we have to figure out what it is we want to do to move forward. Because these challenges that you're facing, they're just sacred invitations. They're giving you the moment to step into what I would call that forgotten power. Right? The meaning of everything. It's that getting into it, you read a good book and the book's okay, but the ending makes it the best. That's this. We're getting into something where your birth is just happening. You're like, no, I've been alive. No, this is spiritual awakening energy. This person may have actually triggered a spiritual awakening. Because you got to think, those or whatever resists you, it's teaching you every single time. This is for every single one of you. Whatever is resisting you, whatever is hiding, whatever's not giving you, it's breaking you down and building you back up and rebuilding you. That's the truth here. There's the manifestation. Because you're coming back at this saying, you won't tell me no. And it's not about the person, it's about the universe. And you come back at this stronger, as above, so below, connected to the universal source. Congratulations. I don't get to say that about everybody. But you're writing the meaning to the ending of your book. You're writing the meaning to the end of your novels. I say that with an S. And your words, they carry powerful meanings, and they're not scars. So don't look at it as like I said something wrong. I did. No. They're doorways. As much as their words were doorways to you, and you have done this in the past to others, you have triggered people to awaken in the past. You don't realize it. See? Look. That's the angelic energy. That's the reason I do this. That's why I'm here. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share the comment, and check me out at cosmicboogeyman.com. But seriously, this right here is billions to one at this magnitude. When we start talking about what we're talking about, why we're talking about bringing up the moon energy, that right there is Pisces. Pisces. They're absolutely in your chart. Virgo energy is, you have them on your mind. They're making you feel uncomfortable. That's exactly what they want you to do. They want you to feel. It's not tower moments. You're very much bridged. It's their water energy that's inside your uncomfortable area. It's like where it makes you, like when you're not together, you're uncomfortable. It's not over. I can tell you, it's not over. There's some work to do. Are you over? I mean, is the version of you over? Yes. Are you becoming more powerful, more strong, more secure in your energy? Yes. Because you're connected to this energy. This is coming from you, not necessarily me. This is your highest self saying, hey, let's tell this. So whatever you're getting into, you have your Virgo, you have your Pisces, As we dig down, we're looking for the 8s, the 9s, the 10s of Pentacles. Virgo, right? So you're owning your chart, you're owning your read. That's what I love more than anything. A lot of people let the other energy own the read. This is you. You're not blocking anymore. The angels are saying, I got your back. There's angel energy all over this. These foil cards are showing angel energy. But is there an angel showing? Of course not, because they want you to feel uncomfortable. This is past life energy. This person is a past life partner. See right here, this, and an angel's telling you right now, that's why you're feeling the way you're feeling. That's why you can't get them out of your head. Because you're like, I can't mess this up again. I can't live another life without doing this. See? I don't think it's a tower moment as much as it's the universe putting you through this to test each other. Give each other some space, some time. If they move on, they move on. It doesn't mean you failed a life lesson. It just means you are ready to go back. Open up to the possibility of whatever this is, because this person or whatever this is, this Pisces energy is absolutely there. They have this kind of like really highly spiritual energy. You know what I'm talking about. And you're more of a just kind of let's do this energy. And this air sign to your earth sign doesn't always mix, but it brings this intuition to a higher place, a higher vibration. That right there, Queen of Pentacles, is devil in the details. Look at the details. Look at what has been done and what hasn't been done. You're better than everybody else. I'm going to get that out of your head. Like, there is no one better than you in their life. Like, there's no one like they go, and we all do it. We compare people, right? You're top. Like, it's you. You win. You're the best. 7 of Wands is Leo energy, but it's end of the road. It's kind of like showing the strength of the strength of the strength. At the very, 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 very latest, you would hear as soon as probably August. But this is meant for long term. This is meant to end whatever you guys were and start something brand new. You cannot go back to the same way you guys were dating. There's no way you guys go back. You guys are not just going to pick up where you left off. This Pisces is elusive because they don't want the same relationship over and over and over. They want to evolve. Every year, evolve. And I can understand that. I get that. That's how you get married to them. That's how you get long term. That's how you end what you are. That's how you say yes to the universe's details of Capricorn energy, the devil in the details. What are you trying to show me? I hear you talking to me. Let me understand what you want me to do. I'm on board. You know, the universe isn't your guide, isn't your end all be all. The universe is kind of like a onboard computer. Here's your money, here's your happiness, here's your happy life, happy home, couple dogs kind of thing, right? We're talking many years out, but if you pursue, you are the one, you have nothing to fight off, so don't look like you're fighting anything off. That's not what's happening. You be who you are. Communication has to take hold. There's the angel playing its part there. There's the angel playing its part there. So I think it looks very, very clear to me that you're basically were broken up by angels. To think, to take time to consider. Think about like this, for me personally. If I was on here 8 hours a day, every day, you guys wouldn't be appreciated as much as if I'm on here just certain days where it's like, oh, I caught him. I caught Cosmic. It's that energy where it's teaching you in the 3D energy. We're kind of cutting loose those ties that no longer serve us. These old souls, the ones that we've already finished the life lessons, and they're too weak to detach. You're moving on to go on to something bigger, better for yourself. That's what your goal is. That's what your hope and dream is. That I see, that I desire. That right here is for you. Look at marriage. It could be Gemini energy, but let's go back to chat here. Let's take a look. It's putting you through a life lesson. Putting you through a life lesson. That's what I really get here. Very, very good. All right, guys. You're a Gemini moon. Yeah, this is your reading. But so like what I tell you when I say like this is not about the Pisces. The Pisces is your energy. This is your reading. This is your energy. See this is my checkout card. This tells me a couple things. See, there's your marriage right there. See the 4 of Wands? That's your, like, you will be married. You will be married to an equal partner. In this is coming. This is coming, but we're following what you put out is what you get back in. It's that love. It's that option. You're not fighting it. You're enjoying it. Look, do you want to kiss or do you want to fight? Which one do you want to do? Or do you want to fight and then kiss? Right? Have that open communication. That's where we're at. Ari, the beautiful Aries princess from you have a very long name. I think you changed it at one point. But should I go to community college in my state, and I've been chomping to read this one, for fall, and then to another community college for spring of the next year? I'm wondering if you mean like transferring. I think you're just asking for transfer. So I think we're looking about transfer questions, saying, should I start college somewhere and then I know I'm going to move and then I can transfer? So I'm just grabbing cards from the middle of these decks. I just want to see what I get out of this. I already know what I see. I do this on purpose, not necessarily for you guys to say, see, I'm shuffling, I'm moving things around. No, I do this because I'm like, prove it to me. Prove it to me. See? It's a creative gift. Same thing, Ari. Once you set it into motion, you never leave it. There's no. Once you say yes, there's no. What you do is you put into that community college, that mindset. And the answer is, are you going to college? Yes. Are you going to transfer? Yes. Are you going to move? Yes. This is all powerful creative process. Look at this. This is bold. You're being very bold, but you're trying to be stable at the same time. This is Akashic energy. You're actually following your Akashic path. That's some fire energy right there. You guys know what this card represents? It's fire energy. So Aries energy. It could be Leo energy. It could be Sag. But I think we kind of already know that Ari is the beautiful Aries princess. So this could be your masculine coming out. Look at this. See, you're straddled by your swords and your wands. And you have the support. You can basically pick up this sword and become a king of swords. Divine masculine. All that tells us you're clear intentionally. You know what you're doing. You have the purpose. You have the thought. You know exactly what and how you want to get there. Is it a journey? Of course it's a journey. Is it worth it? Of course it's worth it. Because when you're done and you're congratulating yourself and you're realizing you put all this effort in, it mattered for you. It does change your life. It is absolutely a game changer. The Akashic energy is telling you yes, 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 yes. This is what I'm telling you. See? Like, it's so obvious to me. I don't even need to pull cards. I can see it. This is Aquarius star energy. This is January, February. You could target that date. I don't think it's about money. I think it's just about transfer. You're getting curious about the idea about transferring. You get curious about the idea about how you transfer. Getting curious about the Aquarius like star energy, where you kind of move into that like embracing that, which is yet known to you. Your sword's not complete full, and I think that's what we're getting the sword in here. This is Akashic communication. What this is you're tapping into Akashic records. A lot of you guys are starting to do that, and I see that more and more and more as we start to read here, which is amazing energy. This Three of Cups in reverse allows me to get into that Akashic energy, Akashic friendships, people who you know will be supportive through this transition. I don't necessarily see move. I see school. Absolutely see learning. I see studying. That's the sword. That's the Ace of Swords. That's the Akashic Ace of Swords. That's like you're studying in the libraries, the deep halls of Amante, or you're in the Akashic halls. You're taking time to study spiritual pasts and life lessons and purposes and soul imprints and what a soul contract means. You're looking at like Destiny Matrix charts. You're looking at a lot of different energies to figure out what this is. Short throw energy means it makes you feel passionate. It makes you feel intelligent, growth. But the communication hasn't been delivered yet. What we have here is this Empress energy, right? So the princess grows up to be the Empress, right? How do we get to that Empress status? It's coming. It's not instantaneous. It takes some work. The only Empress that's ever respected is the one who's put their efforts and work in, who's done all their time. Right? The one who's put their time in, put their duty in, and put all of that work in. So when I read Empress, I read also you could be a Queen of Cups. Right? Let's be fair to each other. Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. So you have the ability to shift mindsets and wear different hats, as it would be. Manifest, as it would be. Right? So this is you creating, building. You're just setting your short-term intentions. That's what the goals and guides are saying. Good job, excellent. This is the strategy you use. You're asking for permission. You're saying, "Am I on the right track?" Yes, you're moving. There's your movement. I think you do the school first, then you move, but then get into deeper. This is going to unlock deeper spiritual lessons for you. Just so you know, you have to do what you're about to do to get there. There's your Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is June July. It's usually chariot energy, but I'm not getting the movement here. So maybe we're making the decision about June, July. Empress energy. But we have the movement here, so I don't see confirmed movement yet. We have the holding back. We have a lot of this. So it's really, you're getting kind of pressed to say, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? And you're feeling like this is becoming an unseen. Is it right? Yes. Is it meant for you? Yes. Is this the right choice? Absolutely. What you're thinking, what the stuff you're not even saying is correct. I'm just going to tell you. Even the stuff you're not talking about, the stuff that you don't want to talk about, the other ideas are correct. You're just waiting to fire that trigger and say, I'm in. It's called rebirth. It's angelic rebirth. You're basically going through the version of you in the next 5 to 6 years is not going to be the same as you now. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. See what I'm saying? Empress energy. You're starting to show your true colors. You know, the princess grows into become the empress, but has to go through becoming the Queen of Cups. Has to understand what a Queen of Wands goes through. Has to understand what the Queen of Swords goes through to become Lady Justice. It's not always easy being fair, but I do this every time. Queen of Pentacles, devil in the details. That's not overthinking. That's picking out the actual facts and saying, no, you're seeing things that aren't here. Nine of Swords. We're getting to that thought of like kind of June. It's like June energy. It really is. This is really interesting. I think by June you made your decision. It's like that critical point. That's what we're getting into. June will be the last moment to decide. There's the chariot. There's the movement. There's the moving. There's the passion. The idea is fired off. I'd say by June you have this locked in. You have an idea what you want to do by June 1st. Pretty solid, actually. Because you're going with passion. You're going with past life. You don't even know what this past life. You just know there's new past life lessons up ahead. And you don't know exactly what they are. But whatever they are, they're leading into something more I was going to say more dynamic, more demanding, more profound. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? Angelic money. All right, Ari. Good job. Good job existing, right? Doing great. I love that. And that's the thing we didn't see. That's what it's reminding me. It's like, hey, you didn't see any 10 of Wands. You didn't see any burden cards. You didn't see anyone going stressed out. We saw someone struggling and learning and winning and growing and saying, I'm going to be open to the idea that this is going to be me taking time to learn. But if you start now, I think if I don't start now, I'll just wait. I'll just start something. No, the guy's like, no, you don't. That's not how you operate. You're not going to sit here and do nothing. Like, no. You'll enroll, and then you can move, and you can transfer when you move. It's not that hard. It's not that difficult. You'll find your place. You'll find whatever it is. You'll be near that new college, and you'll also continue. This is part of your process. Once you commit, you commit. San Chan, you're in. Let's see. In my last ex tried to get back with me? ? Oh, is my last ex in my glasses? I really do. So it looks like, yeah, is my last ex trying to get back with me? He's a narcissist, but I made a promise not to go back. Why am I even reading this question? Like, why am I, Sanchin, let me go to chat. Why am I reading this? Let me read this out loud to everyone. You tell me if this is a question that should be even read. Ready? Look it. Is my last ex trying to get back with me? He is a narcissist, but I made a promise not to go back there ever again. Like, there's no question there. It's like you're already, like, what does it matter? Why would I pull a card on this guy? It's just to make you feel like I can, if you want me to pull and see. But even if he is trying to get back to you, you just said it, you wouldn't go back to him. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to be factual here. Look, let me post your question. Ready? That's what you said. I'm pointing it out because on a spiritual level, you have already decided you are not going back. There's nothing he could do. So that's what it is. I'm just letting you know. Ask anyone on here. Am I right, everybody? Sanchan has literally made the decision. I've cut the cord. I'm done. But I just want to know. It's just what you want to leave. See? Sanchan, I will not read for this guy. If you want to read for something else, we could do that. But I'm not reading for a narcissist. and I'm not going to give him even a chance to come back in. Some of that hurt you makes no sense. Not for me. I'm not going to give him even the power. Nope. I'll tell you what. You can queue back up. We'll have Brenduska put you in if you want. So let's see. We have a few of you guys in here. I see we have Cindy's here. How you guys doing? Teja V, obviously. Earth Angel, Sam Fullen. How are you? Welcome. Sam, I am, right? Diamond Girl, Country Love. But I have Darilla up next. I have Fatty May. Let me take a minute here. I'll just stay on chat. Yeah, I gotta grab some iced tea because my throat's starting to hurt. But I will definitely read for you, Sanchant. But I would be pissed if I heard you went back to this guy. Like after what you just wrote to me. Everyone, I wanted to show everyone on here so you can get the support of everybody else. Like if this guy reached out to you tonight, and said, "I love you, I want to get back together," there's a small chance. Obviously, I know there's a small possibility that you miss him. You miss that part of him that you loved. You made a promise. That's your commitment. Now let's find you someone amazing that wants to care for you and take care of you and make sure you're comfortable, satisfied, and being the best version of you. Yeah, let's do that. I'll do that. I will definitely do that. My guys are like, wait. It's going well. Got to keep the iced tea going. Yeah, needing to see is overrated, LOL. It's so true, though. Imagine you meet someone online, you talk to him, and in those situations that turn into catfishing. But if those people were just honest at the beginning, you'd fall in love with the person who was honest, right? But catfishing is so bad. Let me hop to chat so I can just pause my voice for half a second here. And I'll take some iced tea. But let me go to chat. I'll be on here with you guys. I'm not leaving. But catfishing, I'm going to take a break. But catfishing is like when someone says, I'm a neurosurgeon, live in Malibu, or, and they start chatting with you. And you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking to this, Malibu neurosurgeon. And it's really some 50-year-old I don't know, person lives in the hills, and it's like they're not even anything they said they were, because they love living in that experience of being somebody else. It's a dangerous game because it breaks people's hearts and sets people up for. That's what I see here sometimes too. It's catfishing. All right, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna stay on chat, but I'm gonna take the voice to offline for a second. Alrighty, I'm back. Yeah, that was an interesting way to do that. It is, so I pulled these cards. Like, this was Fatty May's card. That was Cindy's card. But I pulled these cards twice over. Like, this is like fourth time. Like, I would split the deck. I'd put it back, do something, and go pick it up, bang, and I'd have it again in my hand. It was, like, weird. Like, anyway, that's what led us down that. I pulled one card, and I had the World card at the very end as a secondary card. I just pulled it, got it out, and then that was for Fatty May. But really, it was like a one-card reading. And it's a reality thing. It's super cool. I never thought about doing it like that. But it gives me the same message. But I was just doing I was basically doing the reading without the cards. Like, because I know I can do it. I just don't have to show you guys. But on the chat, it's just I can get you more details. Because I'm not entertaining, I guess is a way. I can turn all of that off. That's what that was. I was literally just connected right in. Didn't have to worry about talking. Just typed what they told me. That was super, super fun. Yeah. So it's a good sign. The 318 is a good sign. It's a really good sign. It's about growth. It's the expansion. It's spring, right? So, but there's a third part missing in there. But Dorilla, this is for you. If I call the water sign TL, will he respond positively? Like, I put a little attitude on the spin on there. Dorilla, let's take a look here. Let's pull for you. I'll put this deck back. It feels so, the vibration feels so good out of this deck right now. It's like just humming. Let's take a look. 2 cards, put them back. And you know it's real when I can pull that a couple times over. Fiery crab sounds hot. Let's see. We're definitely connected here, that's for sure. So let's take a look here, Gorilla. The choice, the decisions, the sun's coming. Yeah, see, here's your 2 cards, see? Yeah. We're back to where we started. This is a great card to have. This is the Angelic 10 of Pentacles, but it's more like the 10 is a lot of things, but it's, you know, it's like about completion, possibilities of growth. But for this situation with the 10 of Pentacles, we're growing into Virgo, Hermit, deep understanding. We're talking about talking to a water sign. This is a lot of earth energy. No judgment. A lot of earth energy. Because this is about leaving a legacy, connecting to a partner who's going to communicate with you, talking to someone who's going to give you the same that you give back to them. That's what we're looking for. This leaving a legacy is a retirement energy. It's that saying, hey, I'm going to give back something that I started with. So you're looking, do I keep calling? Do I keep giving? Do I keep pushing towards all of this time and energy you put in? I don't know. That's up to you. But I don't know if I would put all that energy in for them, because there's a lot of step outside the comfort zone energy. The horn's been blown. The reason you guys aren't where you're at yet is because there's been a disconnect. See? This is like going nowhere. You wouldn't have to fight it. You wouldn't have to try to prove it. You wouldn't have to kind of make it happen. Earth sign energy. There could be an earth sign. There could be an earth sign. This is king, unless you have earth energy, but that's Taurus. That's Taurus. That's Taurus in the chart. That's King of Pentacles. Here and now. That's growth. That's big growth. But what we're getting, someone's fighting something. There's the water sign. There's the Cancer energy right there. It's a strength move. It's like you're forcing it to happen. How does this play out, though? Because we're fighting the decision. We have that. Not going anywhere. Fast. Logically. Have that. But you fight off everybody. You might come out victorious. I like what I see here. Maybe a friend of a friend. Have you asked a friend what they think of the connection? Your guys are saying it is what it is. Like there's nothing to like hide. There's nothing in between the lines here. You'll have to work to make this relationship work. It's not going to be like, I've been waiting for you to call. None of that. It's not like, oh my God, this is the one moment in my life. None. We would love that. Everyone loves that, right? This right here is water sign energy. This is the moon energy. Water sign energy. They're basically starting to, you're vibrating at their frequency. So you're going into their field of frequency, I guess is a good way to put it. But you're going into their field of frequency. This right here is Cancer energy, water energy, water. So there's a lot, I see a lot of Cancer, I see a lot of Pisces in this chart. But there's some earth energy that's playing a big part here, because the here and now says you know what you offer, you know your wealth, you know what you're going to bring in, you know what the future holds. You're very strong, you're happy, you're independent, and you're fighting this because you want to prove something or get to something. I don't necessarily see past life, but I do see that you and this other person are in this weird place where you're feeling something. They're feeling it, I can tell you, because it's there. I don't know if it's because you're manifesting them into your life. Water sign energy again, Pisces energy. If we're looking deep into it, and this is not overthinking, this is spiritually taking time to meditate. Take time to go into like a little bit of Tai Chi, work on yourself. Take a time to focus on who you are. Take your bath, take your tub. Water sign energy, looking deeper, focus, look at the moon. What's the hidden? What is the thing we want to do? I think they're a very powerful partner. That could be a possibility. Maybe we don't want to be embarrassed, put out into the cold. Maybe you're worried that they'll reject you. There is a desire here. There's a fight. Someone's fighting something, and this could be more you, but it looks like somebody's fighting something. If this happens, it's a rebirth. We can't look too much into it, because the rebirth takes two people. It takes two people to build this, right? News coming. It's good information, good news, good signs. Now look at. You have to become vulnerable with this. You're not going at it saying, "Hey, I want to marry you. Here's a ring." You know, that's not the first conversation. Go at it with what makes you feel creative, free-spirited. Go with that energy. Don't go at it with stress or exhaustion. Go at it with understanding that you have to maintain boundaries and let the relationship naturally grow. We're blocking that decision, though. Life lesson ensuing. Wish granted. I think you have money. You have the ability to manifest. Could be another sign here. Or you might have money in the bank. Also good. But you have money, or money's coming in, or this person is basically adding to whatever you have. You're just basically looking to finish what was started. You see them as the partner. I'm going to tell you very clearly. You see them as the partner. I see a lot of water energy here. You're bringing them into reality. But you can only do so much without causing too many problems. So you have to be careful, because you're tied to Akashic energy that you can't overcome. There's life lessons that are written to Akashic records that we have to fulfill. So if you only have so many years in a lifetime, you can't marry too many people without having a meaningful connection in those marriages, right? And I'm not talking about the 6-month marriage. I'm talking about the 6-year marriage. So the more time you dedicate to that, the more you're uncovering, unraveling life lessons. We unlock one door to unlock another, and that's what ends up happening. Looking deeper into the situation, there's a connection here. There's a very deep, deep spiritual connection. There's a reason you're feeling this. You're both bound to whatever this is. I say that with no bit of hesitation, because what this is telling us, this is you. They're tied down to them. And that's consideration. Be careful for what you wish for, because the universe is really pulsing in your veins, and that's what I see throughout this entire reading here, Dorella. This is what it is. It's giving us that moment of seeing that. And it's not that you're stuck or you're not sure. You're just paused. You're waiting the realignment, and you're almost done. You're like 66, 70% of the way there. And you're getting really, really excited. You're creating whatever the story is, and it's happening. You're writing this. You know what you see. You know what you're foreseeing. You're either dreaming or creating or building or almost having visions or daydreams. But something's happening. But you're not meant to carry the entire burden of this daydream all the way. No. You have to release what's not your part of the daydream. Once you bring it to fruition, it happens. Then it's reality. You have to let go of the regret, the pain. But reaching out to them it's let me put it this way, it's going to lead to heartbreak because you're not quite ready to reach out to them yet. Like, it's a very complex question. Are they on your mind? Are they thinking about you? Yes. I don't want to tell you that because you go, oh, I'm going to reach out to them. It's more than that. You need to give it more time. You need to give it. Ask anyone who's been in a really fun, exotic, passionate, deep relationship. You have to let things percolate, right? And you're both missing each other. But if you push too hard, it's not going to grow. Dark Horse Canada energy. So what ends up happening is it's almost like the chase has to go on. I almost feel like they want you to chase them. What is this regret for? Yeah, you guys are like, it's almost like we have the beginning of a breakup, even though you're not dating yet. This is the first hiccup. Think of a wave. It's like a wave. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And the bigger the waves, the harder it is to overcome them, right? Like the first no text back. The first no good nights. The first no I love yous. Really? The first no, those kind of things. The expectations. We're setting the expectations in a different way with this person in this partnership. That's what I think this is. So you have to understand, your soul is finding peace when the mind is just surrendering, saying it's all good. They're in your vibration. They're in your zone. They're coming in. You don't have to do anything. You're worried about losing them, but you already have them. How can you lose something that's already yours? Like, explain that to me. There's your life lesson right there. Because you're already bringing them into your reality, right? But you have to get into their orbit. So if they have a group of friends, you'll have to get into that group of friends' orbit and just be around them. They want you, but it's going to naturally happen. It's going to be that really young love progression. That's what we want to do. You want to basically do the dance of the lovers, and that's what we're going to start to do, is get into that, because you're not meant to carry this entire burden. It's safe to move closer, but a direct confrontation of, I love you, you love me. No, do not do that. Teja V will tell you, do not do that. Do not just confess your feelings. Make yourself available to them. Make yourself willing to be available. Let them know that you're available. You don't look needy in the situation. This is the universe saying you're letting yourself be vulnerable in the situation. It kind of gives them a hint that you're actually interested. And a lot of times we give off these hints and we don't even realize it anyway. But that's what it comes down to. All right. How are we doing? How's everything doing? Yeah, because you can't Darrell, I'm telling you, this is about you finding peace in this relationship. You're not ready for them yet. You're not absolutely ready. You think you're ready, but you're not ready. Look, See, this is Akashic energy. This is my checkout. Like, this is before I say goodbye. Thank you for coming. Be sure to like, subscribe. I'm telling you, this is my Akashic energy. You're connected to them on a higher level. This right here is telling me you're stuck. You're not in communication yet. Does that mean you shouldn't be ever? No. That means you guys, you'll get to this point. Right now, that puts you into burden. When I do this checkout, this is what I'm looking for, Dorella. What if I told you when they're coming in? Deja Vu will tell you. If I tell you they're coming in, that's all it is. Yes. See? Time doesn't exist in this situation. It's your energy, it's your want, it's what you do. You have lack mindset or growth mindset. They're already yours. Look, get into their orbit. They're already yours. Balance. They're already yours. Wild card energy. This is not about, this is, and you can get past this. You can get into their orbit and become friendly with them and become closer to them. And this is not to trick them. This is because you need to be friends first. I tell everybody, be friends first. It's the best thing you can do, because when you start out in relationships, you're friends first, and then it becomes more passionate and connected. You grow that. Then what happens is when you get older and then you start to kind of decline and you get very old, you kind of want a friend. And that's what ends up happening too. You build friendships first, because then you can communicate. A lover is someone you're so passionately connected to, you can't have a really deep conversation with. That's this. We're getting you into this mindset. Queen of Wands mindset, Dorella. When are they coming in? They're coming in when you pull them in with your energy. That's what's happening. Really. All right, guys. Anna's leaving over and over. There we go. But yeah, they're already in your energy. If you want to know if they like you, the answer is yes. I'm not going to tell you a time frame. You don't dictate it. Look, I'm going to pull cards all day for you, Dorella. It doesn't work like that. You don't dictate time frames. You don't get to say, I want them in now. No. Sorry. Look. Deja Vu, thank you. You talked to Dorella. Because Deja Vu had a similar thing. They literally had a life partner, soulmate. It was every week we saw it. Same person. I'll call out the signs. But they're in your energy. This energy is absolutely. I have no reason to lie. See? There's communication. But, see, now you're giving me anxiety about this relationship. I'm not even in it. Be you. Yes, let them come. You develop. Thank you, Anna. There's a better way to put it. It's two people. It has to be mutual. Dorella, it has to be mutual. You just right now you're keeping you're maintaining your boundaries. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I can feel it. Deja Vu, maybe you guys have some like soul past history together. I don't know. All right, where are we at here? I'll tell you what, let's grab like this. All right. Anna, what was your question? Or Anna? Anna? Anna. Anna. It was Anna. 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 There's an Anna and an Anna. So I'll probably be on for about another hour or so. I'm going to grab some more people into the queue here, and then we're going to get going. But make some noise if you are in the queue and you're... Yeah, there you go. So Diamond Girl I know is sitting right here. So Diamond Girl, we'll read you first. Anna would be... So who will be my next true love serious relationship? This is kind of like tapping Akashic energy, right? Akashic records, that's what we're looking for. We're trying to tap into that Akashic energy. So I think that's what we're looking for you, is you're really asking the question, I'm ready to tap into that Akashic energy. The Akashic record. See? There's my red intuition card. So Diamond Girl, let's read for you first. Let's see, because you have the question. So you want to know who's your next true love. Serious relationship only. Like, see, right there it is. That right there, that is a curiosity in the Akashic. Ready? The Akashic energy. So when you see these white cards with the purple back, That's the Akashic cards. Just saying you're tapping into that soul, the soul energy. This right also telling us like you're getting into that connection. Lover's energy. Study or love. Study or love. And when I say study, this is you learning a new skill, right? Going to a cooking class, taking some kind of workshop. That's you. Or, I'm going to try love again. It's this. Going back in. There's more fish in the sea, right? Here we go. Look at this. No regrets. And the angels say this time out, no regrets. You do what you do. But you do it with no regrets. Approach relationship with no regrets. No one's taking advantage of you. No one's going to take advantage of you. No regrets. Communication's going to be there. Akashic communication's already going to be established. We have that set up pretty easy. So what we look for is, look at more Akashic energy. We have more Akashic energy with the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles giving us a sign of basically you're I wouldn't call it breadcrumbing, but you're being led to this person. I feel like you've been led to this person because the more you give, the more you receive, right? It's about being generous, helpful, giving, long term. That's what we get here, Diamond Girl. So you're talking about long term. We're talking about the person that matters. It's a soulmate, but it's a soulmate through regret. It's a soulmate through divine connection. This could even be someone that could be in your inner circle already. This right here, Three of Pentacles, is that Capricorn devil in the details. Are they already in your circle? We have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It might already be in your circle. Because we have the sign of 3, 1, 2, 3 over here too. Look, give me 2 cards for your outcome. Let's think here. There we go. Clear intentional. Look at this again. Even with one person, 1, 2, 3. 3 birds. 2 birds, 1 person. 2 birds, 1 stone. Is that the saying? Anyway. But this is clear intentional. That's Aquarius energy. That's the Capricorn coming across, hitting this Aquarian energy. So I don't know if we have that in your chart and their chart. Right here is Gemini lover energy. This is like really young, I'm not going to say anything, I like you energy. That's really curiosity, I love you energy. I want to fall. That's the strength here. It builds. It's willing to build over time, realizing that this relationship needs a lot of dynamic. It's not one-sided. That's the big difference here, because you can see the page with the swords, the pentacles with the earth, the cups and the water, right? So we're building a dynamic relationship, and here at the very root of this and your short throw energy, you're getting what you put in, and it's returning you rewards. So a partner's going to give as much as you give. Equal give, equal take, right? That's all you're asking for. That's all you want. You want someone to desire you, demand that you are inside their energy as much as you're inside theirs, not overtake your energy, and so you guys are doing the same things together. It's a big difference, really hard. Look, it sounds bad, but the universe is trying to teach you, when you get a partner, they're not supposed to be your Batman to your Robin. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be your Superman to your Batman. That's kind of the way. That's the universe's way of putting it out there, because you're not tandeming time and saying we can never. It said I got your back, but you got to be your best version of you, whatever that is. Because when they start like backing each other up, we start getting this divine, angelic connection, angelic high priestess energy. This is that deep energy. This is that spiritual energy, that intuitive energy that connects us to the divine. I love picking up on the high priestess card because it tells me that you or somebody in your connection is going to be led or brought through this angelic, intuitive connection. Could be you. You might even be working on some spiritual work, because like I said, there's more fish out in the sea. It's led us to this place. Here we are. Look, you and somebody else have been out in the cold. Maybe even this is the ex that you're thinking of. Maybe this is the ex that's thinking of you. But it's not about the ex. To be very fair, it's a black or white situation. We're not going back. You can see we're not looking forward. We're looking forward. It's you who thinks about the past, the emotions of the past, but not going back. But the person is in your energy a little bit. They miss you. See, here's your intuition card. Outcome showing that we have this. There's a little bit of sneakiness, is using the intuition to your advantage. It's not sneak when you have that. You've honed your intuition. You put it to good use. You put it to good work. You put it to good effort. You made it work for you. This person coming in, they could be an Aquarius. They could be an air sign. So they could be Gemini. They could be Libra. Because this is air sign energy very, very clearly. Something that's going to match with you. This is water sign. You like that deepness of the person. They could have water in their chart as well. But they're going to earn. They're going to have money. They're going to be able to support themselves, which is what you're looking for. You're both coming in with a purpose, a drive to keep going forward. The injustice, I'd say, of right now is the regret that we carry. It could be you, could be them, but there's someone carrying regret and they can't move forward till they get past this other X feeling. This person that makes them feel like they're stuck. There's the growth right there. Yep, see, and there's the ending of the X. So that person, that once that happens, that targets you with the wreath, that gives us the moment of saying, hey, you are it. Akashic energy is pointing me to you. This is a great energy. This is like saying I got over my past love. I don't. It is what it is. This here is 5 of Wands telling us it's spirits, soul tribe, grouping together to help you to figure this whole thing out deep down. Because inside you're the infinite light, you know. And when I look at this, you're seeking what's seeking you, and that's what ends up happening. That's what ends up happening up here with this Akashic energy as we start moving down here. But we have to have the ending that's meant to happen, whoever that is. Very, very, very intriguing. I want to see what this is. I think that air sign could have fire in their chart too. Because that would come out as Leo energy, but it could be Sag, could be Leo, could be any of the fire signs, because we have angelic touch. We have angelic touch here. This is like you're connecting this next relationship you're going into. The moment that this ending happens, I'm talking about really letting them go and say, I'm really going, I'm done. Not like, oh, if they call me, I'll still talk. No. It's this. You can see here. The moment you set this free, you enter a new soul tribe. Or a new type of soul tribe with power. That's what this is. And there's the Empress. Because this right here, that's the precursor to the Emperor. Like, you cannot become the Emperor unless you have gotten your wands. You've gotten your King of Wands. You're passionate. You're fiery. So, the Emperor comes in after this. That's how I pick up on this. Or right before it. There's always a transition between the two. Empress energy. I love this. I think was that our first Empress today? I think it might be. Should have like a little bell. The Empress bell. Brand new start. It's a brand new start. It's the moment that's my checkout card. So what this is telling me is, it's you're basically, I want to say it's you. It's not that I want to find somebody in case so-and-so doesn't come back. It's I'm moving on. But I think you're already there. So whatever that is, there's an X energy in here that's playing a little bit of a turmoil. But it's time to move on. That I can tell you. Here, over this side. I don't know what the signs are, but the signs are trying to really jump out over there. It might be. It might be a person you felt. That's what it is. That person you felt you left out in the cold, because you know you left them out in the cold. See if I can pick up. Yeah, see, you're not talking to him anymore. It's affected your spirituality a little bit. Because you're better than that. You're better than that. That's what it's telling me. You're better than that. All right, we have Anna and then Zhao. Those two are queued up. Either one wants to make some noise. So I'll be on probably for like another 15, 20 minutes maybe. I don't know. But I'll be hanging out here for a little bit longer. We'll see what the queue does. See how it's operating. We have a couple people here, I think, that are joining in. So, but no, Anna. All right, see Zhao, Zhao, Sanjana, and then who else? We got Lori. No Zhao either. Oh my lord! This is why I sign off, because it gets to this point in the day when people are not hanging around the YouTube channels. All right. Let's do this. Let's close the queue. If anyone hops in and needs a reading, I'll read. But we have Sanjana and Laura. You guys in here with us? You hanging out? Because that's what happens. People hop in and say, oh, maybe I can jump in. And then people bounce. Which is, I understand, but just try to remember to leave. Just say, hey, I'm out. Exclamation point, leave. All right. Sanjana's here. I see that. I know the chat's. I'm actually watching the chat right now. The chat's actually pretty good. The chat, you guys actually are really supportive to each other. Like Dorella, knowing someone else went through what you went through. That's actually how Teja V became a moderator on the channel. And the energy's real. The energy is real. Hello, Cindy. Hello, I see you. Hi, yes, Cindy. Greetings to you, Cindy. And I see you. All right. All right, Sanjana or Lori. I think Lori said they were here, but like, let me see who's first. But yeah, this is it's always different. Like if you're interested, come back tomorrow night. Members only Monday. That's when the members just get read. Like I just read only the members, and I give them a chance to kind of hang out. We just basically mess around. I have a light board that I'll bring out sometimes. If it's a light Monday, and I've only had that happen once or twice where it was kind of slower and it was just us. It was like a handful of us. I have these transparent tarot cards that I'll bring out for the members only Monday, and but when it gets a lot busier, it's kind of tougher. So that is true. Anna's like, I like to see how the collective is doing and compare the astrology energy. The light board is really fun too. Yes. All right, so let's do this. Lori, let's read for you. If Sanjana pops back in, let us know. So Lori's looking for a future career reading, which is always easy, right? Super easy because the economy's great. I'm just teasing. Off chat. Let's see if I can get Lori some career advice. So I don't usually get to read finances or career. Most people are in here for love. That's kind of what tarot's really well known for. So. However, I love these opportunities because what I look for is pentacles. I can look for timelines. I can go with timelines as well, but pentacles lets me see like earth energy, manifestation, or could be finances. And even now with cryptocurrency, I see it a little more as crypto, right? Moving into that new phase of how we analyze and use our own cards. I'm going to give you guys a heads up. So I don't see as much as money or coins. I see it more in cryptocurrency going forward because that's where we're heading in the society. It's becoming a crypto-centric world, and unfortunately, there's nothing we can do to get out of that. Or fortunately, you can invest. So. Okay. Laura, this is for you, career. Let's see, 2 cards. See, 2 cards. Look, very good. So what we have is we almost have like a baseline. We have 3 pentacles in here. This could be your past history, but this is money. This is definitely money. Because what we have up in this earth, we can call it earth emotions, is the 6 pentacles is earth sign. We have earth sign. So this is all earth energy up here. This is Capricorn, devil in the details, but this 6 pentacles is a life lesson. So whatever you're going through right now is Taurus energy, life lesson. It's balancing the scales, giving more to one to another. We could be even getting money coming in. Could be an influx of money, long-term money. We're having the other 3 pentacles. Maybe we're holding on to them and we're going to use them. This could be a job that involves traveling, driving, maybe spiritual travel. Could be even like that. It's going to make you grow spiritually. I don't usually get into that too much, but that we have a traveling between 2 places. Could be even a work from home kind of thing, because you're in between buildings. 10 of Cups is completion, abundance, it's happiness. It's that happy home, happy life, happy wife. 2 kids, family, angel touched. It's exactly what everyone wants. Everyone wants that picture perfect book ending. That's that. That's when the 10 of Cups comes in. That's that Pisces. But this also comes in with this Pisces energy is the moon energy. Right? Comes in a little bit, but you can't really outbalance that wish energy, that feeling of I can do this, I can overcome. That's what we like here. That's what's really happening here. Golden position tells us that we have a completion, an angelic completion in progress. So if you're looking for this person or whatever, this could be another tie-in. But career reading, this looks like you're completing money, because this is emotions. You're putting your emotions in check, and you're focusing on making money. So you could be in alignment with getting, look at happy home, happy life, but this looks like it's more of a black or white, even working from home situation where you're basically utilizing your skills to a better advantage. Timeline, this is, not showing me anything here. Hold on, 10 of Cups. This would have been recent. This would have been about 4 weeks ago, though. No way. Let me keep reading for a second. Yep. Your real job, the real money comes in. I feel like you're making like ends meet, right? But you see how this 3 Pentacles covered by these 3 Pentacles? I think what ends up coming down here, I think what they're trying to show me is this career job, you have a major career shift at the end of the year. Or job shift. That's what's coming in here. It's a bold move. It's a very bold, powerful move, but it pays off. But it looks like you might be shifting. I think a lot of times we stay at positions because of friends, colleagues. But there's something here with the 3 Cups. This is July, beginning of July energies. Shifting, targeting something. Let's keep going. Yes, look at this. We're moving on. Something's coming down here. This is a good change, though. Whatever this is a really good change. So whatever you're into now is going to become significantly better by the end of this year. It locks in like you can't lose it. It's like, imagine having a job with a matching 401k. You know, you put 10%, they put 10%. It's that kind of energy. When it puts the money in your pocket before it even hits taxes, that kind of energy. This right here, this past life, you're moving into a black or white situation and you're analyzing the choices. I think you're moving into this place of where you're shifting between divine masculine, divine feminine, because you've been living in divine masculine for so long. You're shifting into divine masculine to pull in this position, just so you know. Queen of Wands energy can be Capricorn energy in my readings, but it does involve you connecting to that intuitive fire sign, that like power, because we have fire in the chart right here. It doesn't really carry too much Capricorn in my readings. However, it's that like might have to wait for this. This is a life lesson. Would you wait for something that would be better for you? I don't know. But your money's not coming in quick. And that's what makes us very uncomfortable. It's like you and somebody else, 5 Pentacles, you have enough. You definitely have enough. I think there's the issue of more. And that's what we're waiting on. We want the more to come in. You're manifesting more money, just so you know. I can see the cards are jumping. There's the 3 Pentacles right there. They want me to put it here, but I'm just going to I put it back to see what would happen when I threw it back. Just to be fair to you, Lori. There we go. Even better. Then you can focus on love. Because once you start focusing, you're manifesting money, you tell the universe every night you go to bed, thank you very much. I'm so happy you've gotten me this job. Thank you so much. I'm so happy you've given me this job. By June, you're actually getting targeted, pushed into this new timeline. So we're talking about like only a few weeks away, you're going to start to realize there's money coming in. This could be from the potential of the job that locks into more long-term. Maybe this is an attempt to hire kind of thing. Maybe it's a career thing. Maybe this is like a career promotion. But money comes in through this bold creative action. This thing you're going to do, you're going to step yourself way out 6 to 8 weeks, 6 to 8 months. But something's going to come down here where you're going to absolutely start crushing it in early June. Gemini, lover's energy. But what ends up happening from here is you start to focus on what else can I change? How else can I focus? Duality playing a big part in your life, is it not? Let's keep pulling here. I want to see what else is underneath this. Yeah, look at, you realize your value. You realize you're the one. You start to pick up on this. You see it very, very clearly. Because the truth is not going to stand on a mountaintop and shout. It's going to vibrate down the mountain and let everyone know it's available. Like, that's how it operates. It's surrendering. It's understanding you are what you are. The job, the career coming in, it's going to work. You're setting the reverberations in place, in tone, because you're bringing money in. This is short throw energy, but it requires a little bit of driving. Maybe even this is a driving job, right? Could be driving to houses. Who knows? A little bit of heartbreak at the beginning, but this communication builds you skills, builds you the ability to build something. So maybe you're not getting hired right away. Maybe you're doing something like, who knows, DoorDash, Uber, just on the side, makes it some pocket cash, but it's enough to pay some bills. Is it not? Easy, right? Hanging out anyway on the phone, just sitting there in the car, just paying bills. Whatever this is the same thing. Someone pays your cell phone bills by delivering food. This is you manifesting opportunities. You might be manifesting that chance to go do this, manifesting like a DoorDash position, and it's just a contract to hire kind of thing where you're getting in, where it works to something takes more hold, bigger hold by December 31st. You can't be left in regret. This is just an alignment shift. That's all this is. See, look, you're a choice of choices. You're a choice of choices. This is putting you through the test, the paces, the long term, saying you're definitely destined for what you want, even completion, happy home, happy life. But you can't put yourself in a limitation of this is me. I have to lock into this now. And I'm not saying you're even doing that, but it's coming in. The universe says, I don't know how soon you want it to come in. We all want it to manifest fast, but you have to let the seed grow into a plant, right? And that's what's actually happening. Your manifestation's taking hold, so whatever job you're trying to bring in is happening. But think about this. Look, millions to one. They're telling you, you're starting the catalyst of a change. The version of you who you see here today, who looks in this mirror today, is not the same one that's there tomorrow. It just can't be. There's just no way. It's like stepping in the river. You can't step in the same river twice. It just doesn't work. Every time you step in, you're different. Every time the river's different. The river's shifted. There's no way to bring that river back to the same place. You're always moving forward, always fighting for what's yours. Friends, family, allies, this could be on your side. I think there could be people fighting for you, and that could be a big bonus here. Because this change is happening. It's almost like you're making money, and then a major shift happens. So this could be like that, doing that side gig stuff. See, no pressure, no worries, but it's not what you want. And then it shifts into something. See? Isn't that crazy? Look at that. It shifts into your in June or July, it starts shifting into, hey, we're looking to hire somebody, 6 months to attempt to hire. And you're like, I'm not down to that, whatever that is. And this actually is an Akashic energy. It's testing you, seeing your resolve, seeing your resiliency, seeing if you'll pull back, come in, or open up to that idea. As above, so below. As above, so below. It does require a little bit of driving. I don't know if this is the temporary thing. But whatever you're looking for, it's coming in. Because we're always going to want for more. So if that's the case, then let's always keep evolving and writing our own novels. Magician manifests. Yes, you are right, Anna. That is the magician, and that is manifesting. So, yep. This is like, I honestly feel like you're in the midst of a major shift. Don't lose who you are. That's all I can tell you. All right, Sanjana, are you here? There you are. Okay. What I need to know here most at this time, messages, guidance from my spirit guides. Let's take a look. I'm actually going to grab from this side, this whole side here. Let's take a look here. What's the message? This is probably going to be our final read for today. I'll come back tomorrow night, members only Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Then I'll be back on Wednesday for what I call Wavelength Wednesdays. But it's really just us hanging out, new subscribers. You're more than welcome to come in and chat. But I'm looking to read the new subscribers first. So if you had a reading today, before one. I can't just read you again tomorrow or read you again Wednesday. I need to let the energy percolate. You know, I'm not a bulldozer. I can't force the energy. But I like how people come in and they say, "Can you read me again?" Do they still think about me? Like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Like, what has changed since that last reading? What has significantly changed? But we're gonna go in here. We're gonna read for you, Sanj, and we're gonna see what the universe wants us to know. What the universe is trying to provide to us. These divine messages. What is this providing? What are we getting here? Boom. Dark Horse Candidate. This is the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, leading into that like wild card energy, right? The thing you've never expected is like Dark Horse Candidate. Queen of Pentacles is wild card, because for me, when I look at this kind of energy, Queen of Pentacles can plant their pentacle anywhere they want. But what this tells us is when we move in from this Knight of Pentacles, we're looking really at the details. Do we want to plant it here or here or here? We have so many options, it becomes almost too many options. So when the universe trusts you, and that's why you were sent here, it's trusting you, and you sometimes we lose faith in our own selves. And then our intuition, it's the voice of the cosmos, the cosmic web, the universe, whatever it is you want. But it's personalized to you because that's what you operate on. And you're not wrong. There's an ending, or there was an ending. There's an angelic ending. Something was put to an end that is really strong here. Because Ten of Swords tells me that we get Gemini lovers ending energy. Something ended. Which puts you in this like logic place. So Sanjana, whatever this is for you, you might have Gemini in your chart. I see Virgo, I see Gemini, I see ending. I see the end of a relationship is over and we're moving on to something new. There it is. See how I'm talking? There's the Gemini energy again. Because 8, 9, 10s of Swords or Gemini energy. You can only get into that energy if you've gone through heartbreak. If you ever seen the 8s and 9s, you ever see the guy, the person with the in their bed, that card, right? You know, that one where they're in the bed, and it's all the black background. They're sitting there, and the hands are in their head. That's the 9 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is the one where they're trying to walk through the water, and they have all the swords around them. Their arms are tied. They have a blindfold. 8 of Swords. That's like when you break up. I don't want to do the wrong thing. This is coming into something new. The angels are bringing in a new love. This could be ending whatever it was or whatever you had ended. Maybe it's hard to let go. That could be what it is. But the seasons are within you. They're going to shift. They're going to shift naturally, and they're going to end. You can't go back to a season like you can't go back to the river that we once stepped in. That's what we're getting into. That's the sword here. That's this Ace of Swords giving us this energy, letting us see, hey, you have intelligence. You have the ability. You have the ability to create, to demand, to build. Could be surgery. It could be a surgery situation, but we have to be careful with look at this because we're fighting it. But it looks like we're having this growth because not only are you the piece in your nature, you're the one who can return it. Because you see how all these swords are sitting here. That's a lot of intelligence, a lot of intellect. So when that light is where you are and you're choosing not to chase that light anymore, that's how we can get into this new place. And the angels might be even leading you there. That's where we could be finding ourselves going beyond this dynamic form. Because this dynamic form might be locking you into this, like, you have a human body, you're 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 a human body. And then we can only go so far. But what you start to realize as you awaken, as you open up your eyes, your ears, your third eye, right? Your spherical vision, and you open up even that vibrational field. You're not your name. You're not your past or fear. You're the eternal. Like you're forever. You're now. You're living in the now. You're living in the absolute now, the here. You're riding the rails of this universe, doing all of this, whatever it is, because this life is just like a flicker in time for us. Our soul has experienced so much more. So much more. And your soul is like the flame on this flicker, and it's just helping us connect to that energy, because that's what we're starting to get here when we build into this fire. Earth sign energy. I can see the air is building. And this is water trying to put some, dousing some energy in here. Some water here trying to put some rebirth in here. But this right here is etheric rebirth. It's like realizing you're in the way you think inside is the way you act outside. I don't believe I could do that. So guess what? It doesn't happen. There's the air sign. Look, justice comes in. A lot of air sign energy. the reality of this is you're painting your life, and it's like a canvas, and you're painting it, but you have to paint it with truth, because once you paint the lie, it's really hard to cover that lie up. And that's what we start to see here as we operate into this new future. We have to operate in truth, honesty, provision of honesty and truth, and connecting to our partners, their souls. We have to realize we'll account for all this once we check out of this lifetime. Doesn't matter what religion you're in. You'll all check out. That energy goes back to the vibrational web. That goes back to the cosmic energy, the universal hum. So don't be sneaky, don't lie. The angels are telling you you're a dark horse candidate for a good situation. That's what we're getting into. And the reality of whatever this is giving you the chance to open up to this. The aligning of yourself into a more positive sense. Let's keep looking here. See, there's a sneaky, there's a sneaky. I think it's setting it aside, realizing the angels are actually on your side here. Look, see, angels. We have the angels on here. We have the angels coming up here. There's an angel coming up here. It has to be. Life lesson. Life lesson about the lies. I don't know if this is someone else that was telling you lies, or you had lies told you when you were growing up. You had lies in your life, and you had a lot of people lying to you. How does that make you feel when they all lie to you? That's what this might be. This might be like the living in the lying. See? We're going to stop doing that. We're going to hold back from that. We're going to basically live in our truth. We're going to live truthfully. See what happens. See how our universe changes, dramatically changes, living in the truthfully instead of living in the lie. Look, we can't see this. We can't see the Queen's Sword, but once we live in that, we connect to the divine again. We connect to source. Before you had a body, before you came here, it lights you up. It makes you remember. It goes, oh, yes, that is me. I know who this is. Because that divine timing, that truth that you use, that sword, that honesty, that's going to get you there. That's going to get you very clear on whatever it is. That's your paintbrush, right? You're painting your truth. Because what I keep getting over and over in a lot of your readings is you guys, you're not necessarily healing, or you're more revealing what's going down. And your souls are saying, I'm just in a transition. It's all good. Because each of you carry like these like codes or the synchronicities inside your readings that matter. And Sanjana, you're no different. You have this really deep divine energy right here. Angelic, this is spiritual. Right here tells us that this is output. This is you trying to create money that will never end. We're trying to do it, forcefully. And there's that Queen of Pentacles. So I was feeling the Queen of Pentacles, but that makes sense because that's the harmony. That's where it was falling down. That's where it fell down, the devil in the details. Let's look at it. Star energy. Are you looking to become bigger, better, more aligned, more, I would say, connected? Then you have to change whatever you've been doing, because some of these things that we do aren't in alignment with our future self. And your future self is reaching back to you saying, look, what are we doing here? Completion energy. So we're getting close. This could even be a spiritual or like a 5D or 7D completion. But if we're telling lies, we're like, it doesn't matter. It does. It's affecting you in 5D, 7D, different timelines of you being affected by those lies. And it could be those lies that were told to you that have affected. We can't sit there and go back and undo all that, but the world is not going to go against you either. It's responding to you. If you tell a lie, what's going to happen to the world? It's going to lie back to you. If you tell the truth, it's going to tell the truth back to you. That's what we start doing. We have to stop fearing the change, stop letting people tell us how to feel and feel. You become change. You become the reality. You become the seeker, the finder, the truth seeker of all knowledge. And then you want to understand what it means. Top down notification. This means that ethereal, your soul, your heart chakra, at least your crown chakra, should be feeling something lighting up. Because at the soul level, you're feeling this. This is a really deep reading. What I'm getting out of this is time is set in the stage here for you. And you're acting this out, but you're also writing it. But if you write the lies in there and you say, this is not how it's supposed to go, you'll feel it off somebody else, or say, they're lying to me. They like me. I know they do. Or there's all these weird misconceptions, or we call mixed signals. Those are lies. They're micro lies. But how are you supposed to act when the writer has written lies into this? You know, like the character really feels another way. And what do you do with that? All right. I love this. I love it. It's really just telling us, honestly, we're getting to this
last phase here, as we move into the next chapters of our own books and realize who we are, as partners test us, correct us, help us understand how to help them. It's our soul's language is that moment of silence, that peace in knowing something. Getting validation is only feeding into the logic, the spiral thoughts, and saying, hey, it makes sense, because what you're here is you're realizing these patterns that you're seeing, they're vibrations that are beyond us, beyond our reality. And they're vibrating to let you know, yeah, you're on, you're connected. The soul's choosing it. It's choosing the vibrations, it's choosing the connections, and it's helping you use those sacred mirrors, each one helping you connect back and forth to yourself, saying, am I this person or am I this person?
All right. But the truth seeker, like Sanjana, really, just got the tattoo right on you. The truth seeker. That's what it looks like. Really cool.
Well, that's why it's these lies. There's lies that have been kind of being pushed onto you and lied to you. So, Sanjana, you're gonna be fine. You'll be fine. There's been a lot of heavy energy since January, really. We'll get there.
We always do. People like say, I hate when people say that, but it's like what we do. We really do.
Everything ends up like, look back at anything. It's the collective. It's a cosmic collective. Yeah. But that means you also speak the truth. Just be a truth speaker. So
don't lie to you. It's really hard to come at someone lying to them when you know they tell you the truth all the time. If they want to lie to you, then lie to them. But
really rough. Neptune. Damn you, Neptune.
all right.
If you guys enjoyed the readings, if you let people know I'm out here, that would be the biggest help you could do for me. Just spread the love. Let people know I'm out here doing this. It's not often you get a reading like this, really. Like, but it lets me know that you guys want it, you need it. I'm not trying to destroy your wallets. I'm trying to learn my own tarot. I'm on my own journey. You guys, I'm just meeting you. Think of us going on this journey. I'm meeting you at a pub somewhere on a Sunday morning. And we're just reading tarot. If you're looking to donate, you're more than welcome to. As always, I'm available at cosmicboogeyman.com, and check me out on all the social media. So do yourselves a favor, check out TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Lemon8, little bit. But I put stuff up actually yesterday. No, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday for Facebook. But I definitely put stuff up. I've been putting things up pretty much every day. So check out all the social media to get different content. I hope you guys are enjoying everything you're seeing. And if you are, please let us know. And as always, I appreciate you guys. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe, and let me know that you guys are enjoying the content on the videos. Hit the comments up. Let me know you guys are out there.
I didn't do a Beyond the Veil this week. I'm gonna hold off 1 week and see what I can do, because I
wasn't vibing with it. It wasn't working. So I said I'm not gonna do it. I just didn't feel it. So I paused. So if you guys are wondering, if anyone's wondering out there, that's how you'll know. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. You might actually see another Beyond the Veil come out this week for like a Thursday or something, but just wasn't working. I just wasn't vibing. So I'm not going to record just to record. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys are going to be around tomorrow night. Members only Monday. Take your time. Stop in. Let me know you're around. I appreciate you. Thumbs up. See ya. Peace.